Hey guys, and welcome once again to another great episode of the Atari Aficionado. So, first thing is first, of course, I have the Space Invaders manual here. As you can tell, there is a screenshot of the game. So, this special manual I'm going to be giving away, once again, just like the Pac-Man manual and a bunch of other goodies. And the way you guys enter the contest is you got to comment this video. Obviously, one comment per video, or one submission per video. At the end of the two videos, I'm going to obviously tally up all the names, throw them in a bag, and pick a winner. Winner obviously will get this mailed out to them, including a bunch of other cool, rad goodies. So like I said, all you got to do is comment the video. That's pretty easy. And for anybody, like I said, that has friends or family that likes Atari stuff, well, tell them to check out my video and tell them to comment, because they could win this. So, there you go. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Amazing Atari Aficionado. So, first thing is first, I always like to start with the manuals, of course. Don't have a ton for you today, and these aren't actually manuals, they are advertisements, so something a little different. In the last video, or one of the last videos, I showed a pamphlet slash, I guess, catalog. And it's just neat to see all these different forms of advertising, essentially, for the Atari or, for a particular, game or computer system. So these are both advertisements by Activision. So this one is literally just a bunch of Activision games. And they show them off. So you got like Kaboom and Mega Mania, Pitfall, River Raid, stuff like Enduro, Space Shuttle, Pressure Cooker, Robot Tank, all kinds of cool stuff, Frostbite. So a lot of these games actually don't have Activision challenges your every move, but it is actually really cool just to see this, because this is essentially what they used back in the day, before obviously, we had the internet, and even TV was big, but it was still, paper advertisement was still a big deal even back in the 70s and 80s. Obviously, they talk about the 5200, the Atari home computer. Brave New Worlds with ColecoVision, because obviously you could play Atari on your ColecoVision. So it's kind of interesting that, Activision wasn't just marketing their games, for one particular system. They're actually showing all the different game systems and computers that you could play your games on. So definitely very cool. And obviously, this catchphrase is, "We put you in the game." So, there is that. And then here, we have another Activision. This is more of a manual kind of looking advertisement. So, the Activision Adventure. Anyway, getting back to the manual, this one's got games in here like skiing and fishing derby, tennis, dragster, Grand Prix. So this looks like to be some of their earlier titles. Kaboom, Barnstorming, Stampede, Laser Blast. I have a lot of these games. And I just love so much that Activision, they made such a big deal about their developers. They always had pictures of the developers. They always had the developers' names next to everything. And I find that really, really awesome because, in today's world that we live in, the great graphics and the crazy storylines and the power of the systems seem to kind of take the more forefront, of the games and of the systems. And you don't really hear a whole lot about the developers as much, unless you know to look for them, or certain names ring a bell that, popular people. But, it was something interesting that's just not really done the same way anymore. This is obviously the spring of 1982, so that is that. So, anyhow, don't have a ton of manuals and stuff to show you, but I do have something very, very special to show you. So, obviously, you guys have seen this before. This is Star Raiders. And this is one of those games that I've obviously talked about before in the past. I have the manual for it. And I would always talk about how it was extremely hard and difficult to play this game with just a joystick. And when I originally actually looked up information on this game, I found out that you need a different controller along with the joystick. So you need two controllers in order to truly play Star Raiders and to truly understand it. And this has been going on for quite a while if you are a fan of the Amazing Atari Aficionado or any of the other content on this YouTube channel. I've talked about the video keyboard peripheral for the Atari 2600 for a very, very long time. And I always said that if I got it, I would play the game and show you guys me trying to use it or attempting to play the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that day has come. Alright guys, so as you can tell, I have everything set up here. I have the Star Raiders, Video Touch Pad hooked up. I have the classic joystick, and of course I have Star Raiders in my Atari 2600 Junior. So I'm going to fire this sucker up. Let's check out some of the footage on the old school boob tube. Okay, so there is Star Raiders. It is officially in. I'm just going to back this up just a tiny bit. Alright, I think it is time to turn out the lights and turn up the sound. So first I'm just going to show some footage of the game, and then I'm going to show some footage of me using the controllers. So let's see how this goes. Alright guys. Alright, so it looks like the keypad is working. Yes. doing. Okay. Alright. So that switches between those two. Alright. So whoa! Jesus! Yikes. Alright, I think I'm dead. So. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, so there's like different levels. Let's just do the classic. Alright, so this is the screen where you're flying around in space and obviously firing your torpedoes, laser cannon, whatever. And then you click the GAL map screen, which brings you here. So, okay, so now there's enemies close by. So, oh man, did I just die again? Whew, man, this is a tough game for sure. Let's put it on a different level. Let's put it on E900. Let's try that. Alright. So anyway, you can switch back and forth between your 4-view, which is this, and the GAL map. There's also a computer on and off, and shields on and off. But you normally want to keep your shields on, and you normally want to keep the computer on. Somehow this is supposed to tell you where to go and what exactly you're doing. Saying, this would switch between your, the 4-view, which is the main screen where you're shooting, and then that would be the map screen that comes up. And then you can actually hyper warp to different areas on the map. So that I was trying to figure out. And then, like I was saying, you do have the option to turn your computer on and off and shields on and off. For certain reasons you might want to do that. Certain reasons you may not want to do that. And then obviously this would control where your crosshairs are on the screen, and then you hit that to fire. So it is a little bit of a complicated game, and I don't know a whole lot about it. So like I said, this wasn't like a thorough playthrough or review. It was just mostly me messing around with the Star Raiders controller. All in all, it's a very cool game. It's a very neat game. Star Raiders, very ahead of its time. It's got a lot going on for an Atari 600 game, for sure. Obviously, I'm going to do some more research and try to play this game properly. But it is, in general, a very tough game to play overall. But I certainly enjoyed it. I think you guys should check this out if you ever have all of the controllers and everything that you need, because it is pretty cool. There's classic sounds and classic footage, and it's kind of like a space simulator game, so to speak. So anyway, expect more episodes like this coming up in the future, because I definitely want to get more game footage, on, show you guys more game footage and just get more game footage on the show in general. So thanks as always for watching. This is the Amazing Atari Aficionado. Take care.